Anyway, so he's a normal development, and you know, but for the 28th pick for a guard that's an 81 out of the gate, I mean, instantly my second best lineman. So, and then to go for what I think is the worst is the number 2 pick overall, Montre Hubbard here, right outside linebacker. You know, he's an 80 overall, so that's really good. But for the number 2 pick to be a normal development player, that's not what you want compared to all the other ones that were picked. Here is. Oh, okay. I guess I got to do it differently here. I don't even know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. Oh, we'll go by pick number here. Here's the other first round superstar talent, the defensive tackle, power rusher. So the Ravens are going to have a nice one. Going through the list, there were 2 of those, and then there were 2, 4, 6 star development players, with the Jacksonville Jaguars getting probably the best pick. Bang for your buck. A star player, 78 overall, scrambler for the Jacksonville Jaguars to replace Blake Bortles if he's still on the team. That's pretty solid. The absolute least skilled player, I'll say that was drafted, but not terribly, is this 69 overall Zach Blackman, but he's star development, so throw him on the field, he'll learn quick. They'll have themselves, what, 75 by the end of year 1, 74, maybe 73. I mean, it's a little tough to swallow because it's going to take a couple of years to get there, but I don't think you can give up on a star development linebacker right off the get-go. Of course, the computer is not smart, so if he's stuck behind people, he will never get out, and then that would be the downfall of his career. Looking through various people here, we have to go to the Chiefs' second round pick. You're still looking at Zach Blackman on the screen, so you won't see this, but... And then I want to look at the Ravens' second round pick. Michael Brazzer here. He's an 80 overall. Free safety. Not special, he's just a normal... Oh no, he's quick development. Oh, missed that one for some reason. And out of the players that I researched, I did not draft that fullback because he went in the 4th round. So we need a 4th round from the Texans. Here's that fullback that I skipped on. He's a 73 overall. Now, the fullback I took was a 72 overall. Not quick development, just normal development, but I took him in the 7th round. So a 4th round pick for a quick development fullback? I could do that. I would have done that if I would have realized he'd have been that good. Now we picked some players in the 4th round. Took a center, and we left this guard on the table when we took the center, who is probably just going to back up on the table when I... Yeah, my microphone's working. Okay. Left on the table, and he's a quick development guard. I mean, that's... Oh, that was pretty solid, you know. And then the Vikings picked up this guard, too, in the 6th round that I looked at. But then I didn't want any more guards, but Oop, that's the 4th round, so 6th round guard, Mr. Cotton here. He's also quick development, so that was kind of interesting. So that's kind of a rundown of the people I kind of looked at. I mean, it's obviously not all of them. There were players that were drafted before I could even get to them that I really liked. And I kind of knew that was going to happen. So here's our offense now. I think I'm going to start Allison Richmond over Conrad here, just because he's younger and he's got 1 year down. So Conrad's going to be our backup center. And yeah, and Jamal Williams is going to... I still haven't thought about it. I moved one player. Who did I move? Oh yes, I moved Bowen here. I moved him to right tackle. His French wasn't as good. So, and we got Vince Beagle over Jaron Elliott. And yeah, and I think I think my 5th cornerback is Clinton Dix. So I think I need to free agent one more cornerback too. And our scheme fit isn't great either, but not going to get to the quarterback much. There's going to be a lot of pressure on the offense to score a lot of points. All right, guys, so I need another cornerback, and I was looking at these corners that have some speed to them. And I got 2 choices here. We got the 26-year-old Kevion Seymour, who's got a 93 speed, 91 acceleration, or Anthony Brown, who's 1 point worse in overall, but has 95 speed. And I'd rather have a running back that can catch people. So a 95 over 93 sounds good to me. We're going to take him and sign him to a 1-year deal. And I also move Jamal Williams to fullback. I now have 2 fullbacks on the team, and I don't know how that's going to work, but we shall see. Alright guys, I got to cut 8 people. So I was looking at the first 7-ish here. I think I can get away with that. Maybe not. So I'm going to cut some people and get back to you. Alright guys, I had to cut some people, so I'm just going to run down the list here. Connor Shishi was a left end I picked up. Donnie Ellsberg was a tight end I picked up. Tyler Lancaster, Kendall Donner, they're all just people I picked up on practice squad. I believe, I don't think, I should check my draft tracker to make sure I'm not cutting people. Doesn't look like it. I have to update my draft tracker now for the next year. Yeah, I don't really think I drafted any really low. Oh yeah, so only 1, and he was a wide receiver. So yeah, and then okay, continue on. Equanimeous St. Brown is now cut, and love the name, just never worked out. Owen Brooks is cut. Owen Brooks, that's like the savior of the Packers 18 season now in real life. Jamon Moore, never liked his Madden picture, thought he was kind of a jerk. He's the highest rated player that was cut, a 70 overall. And then Adam Pankey, my backup left tackle. I will have French be the backup to Bakhtiari 2, and then we'll have Taylor be the backup guard. We have 2 centers, so we're good on the offensive line. I'm not so worried about that. Defensively, a little thin in the linebacker spot here with only 3 linebackers, and a little thin in the left end spot. Now Josh Jackson has been moved to the dime back, and our fast but not quite as good. What is this here? Anthony Brown has moved into the nickel. And special teams, you can see we're carrying 2 kickers again. And yeah, we'll see about Mason Crosby. And then you can see that Cordell Patterson is still leading away there. And here's our specialists that we got going on here. Slot receiver is going to be Cordero. Aaron Jones is our power back. Jamal Williams actually is more fitted to be the power back, but I like Aaron Jones, a little more elusive. Our third down back is our wide receiver back. And in practice squad, we need to pick up 5 players to add to our practice squad, which I'm going to do now. Alright guys, let's take a look at the stats for our team. The only thing I kind of messed up on was I looked at the stats after I moved everybody to the practice squad and cut them, so I'm missing our third quarterback who got some play time. Aaron Rodgers, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Deshaun Kaiser, 7-1. Rushing wise, Ty Montgomery led the way with a 3.7 yard average. Receiving, and then finally defensively, who got some sacks? Kenny Clark, Muhammad Wilkerson, Anthony Brown, and the ins came from Anthony Brown, Josh Jackson, Clint Dix. Alright guys, we're 2 weeks into the season. Let's take a look at our... Well, you probably just saw it. We're not doing well. We're 0-2. We're bad. There you go. The Vikings and the Packers. Can't score points, can't stop them on defense. Mike McCarthy is like, oh, I'm a successful coach. So, yeah, let's take a quick look at schedule. Alright, we lost handily to the Bears, and a close one in overtime to the Jaguars, who I believe picked off Aaron Rodgers for a pick 6, and that's where his only interception came from, right at the end of the game. But he was getting outplayed by Blake Bortles anyways. Beforehand, the Bears game, oh man, the Bears game was terrible. Terrible. Look at that. Look at that. We scored 10 in the third, but they were already up by 24. And Tyrod Taylor just outplayed Aaron Rodgers, who is really struggling this year. Really struggling. This is Mike McCarthy's final year with the Packers. If we don't win the Super Bowl, make it to the Super Bowl, or maybe an NFC Championship game, I'm not going to re-sign him. I just can't stand him. That's why it's hard enough for me to just keep him on here as it is. So let's look at this here. Here's our players that wish to get some more money. So, well, we're going to have to re-sign him, obviously. 28-year-old David Bacteria. David Bacteria. Mike Daniels, who I franchise tagged with like a 5-year deal. 20 million, 28 million. Doing the Kevin King thing, that's for sure. We'll probably do the Josh Jones thing. I'm not sure about Jimmy Graham. And either of these two, I'll have to think about what I want to do here. And then Vince Beagle, not really. Sean Kaiser, not really. Not really. Definite no's. So, yeah. Yeah, so we definitely got these two right here to get. Even though Mike Daniels is on the backside of his career, I think it'd just be a good deal to keep him. And we're probably going to switch to a 4-3, so there's that too. So he might be an edge rusher in a 4-3. So I'm going to keep playing and move up a couple more weeks and see how things go. Yay, the Packers got their first win of the season. Game 3 against the Lions. There's Jake Ryan. Probably a little miss this year for the Packers. His torn ACL. Let's take a look at the player stats. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Matthew Stafford, not a good game for Matthew. Rushing, we're going to look Packers only. Marquise Allison got it done. 100-yard game, but 3.4 yards a carry is not good. So hopefully he improves. Our leading receiver was Kareem Lauderdale and had a touchdown. Not a 67-yard game is not great, but Richard Rodgers had a catch. Yay, good job, Richard. Defensively, Matthew Idonis in the fourth quarter came through with 2 sacks, and Jair Alexander had 2 interceptions. That's good for him. So we are now 1-2 in the season with a win over the Lions and a loss against the Bears. The 28-year-old David Bakhtiari wants a 6-year contract, which he's been in the league for 7 years, so like almost 50% of the time, but he wants a 6-year, $69 million deal. Number 69. Man, you know Madden did that intentionally. Well, I raised it up anyway, so we have a 6-year, $7.1 million deal. Actually, we're going to make it a $71 million deal. There you go. So he should accept this no problem. Yeah, there you go. $71 million deal for David Bakhtiari to be the left tackle until he's an old man. 4th round pick Carl Bradford on the Panthers. Huh, I didn't know that. Of course, it's the future, so who knows if he's actually there or not before. Hey guys, I accidentally saved over a little bit of my data, so I had to replay a couple of games. And the Panthers game went just like the other one. Maybe the loss wasn't... or not the Panthers game, the Buccaneers game. I think it was 24-10. Now it's 27-10. The Texans game I won, and last time I lost it. So not very happy about that. But here, let's look at the Buccaneers here. Interesting. Jameis Winston has been benched for Diamond Grady. And yeah. So no more Jameis Winston as the starter of the Buccaneers. And in Texan land, Aaron Rodgers played phenomenal. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Best game he's had so far. A longest 70. And just outdueled Deshaun Watson. Not the Deshaun Jackson as the wide receiver. And you can see that we actually had a 4.1 yard carry average. That's pretty phenomenal. Receiving wise, Cordell Patterson led the charge. And defensively, we got 1 interception, 2 interceptions. Jair Alexander, Blake Martinez. He doesn't get so many. And only 1 interception, which is funny because the last game I had like 5 interceptions or 5 sacks or something. So yep. So we are now at the halfway point, or our bye, I mean, and we are 3-3. So we are not in last place. Last time we were in 3-3 with the other game that I got saved over. Oops. That was 2-4, and the Vikings were 3-3, and we're in last place, and I decided to sell. I did put Jimmy Graham on the trading block. Ty Montgomery is on the trading block, and so is Muhammad Wilkerson, just like last time. And I only got an offer for Muhammad Wilkerson, and I really liked it. And unfortunately, I did not, said I accidentally shaved over it, so we are now going into the next week. Alright, gonna do some training here. Yeah, sim both of them because that's all I've been doing, and I kind of just, if I get a gold, I get a gold. If I get a silver, I get a silver, and whatever. So, and we can see here that got an upgrade for players. The speed thing. Oh, the speed thing. So, I had noticed that in the last upgrade, I had a whole bunch of speed ups. And now I'm not getting any at all. So now Jair Alexander lost out on his speed up. And Josh Jones here, he's going to get 1 more run support point. And let's see what we got here. Yep, no speed this time either. And then our linebacker, who's a power rusher. And yeah, doesn't fit the 4-3 scheme that we're going to switch to. So that's not good for him. But we're going to just give him a little pass coverage upgrade. And this is episode 19. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in episode 20 to see if we're going to make any trades or anything like that. Thanks for watching. BU Squalor signing out. Hello, Packer fans, and hopefully BU Squalor fans. This is BU Squalor with a new, as you can see in the background, I'm recording a video, or processing a video, so it's kind of stuttery. Anyways, but that's not important because let's go review the draft. So I went through the first round and picked out the winners and the losers of the first round, and the Bucks, with the number 1 pick overall, took a strong arm quarterback, Diamond Grotti here, superstar development, solid ratings, 83 overall, the number 1 true talent. If you got the number 1 pick, this is what you want. I mean, you just can't go wrong with this pick at all. And then you see that the number 2 overall player went 3rd, Warren Roundtree here, who's a quick development. So that's not quite as good, but I mean, the Giants went from Eli Manning to this man right here. So I don't even know if Eli was on the team last year, but so they seem to be all set with their